Hi, I'm Kirsti Kaldro, and I am a resident artist with Keela Healing Arts and Carilion. And today I'm here to welcome you to a project called Collage Illuminations. Now, hopefully you have one of these kits already in hand. As you can see, it has a label on it, and you've probably found that already if you're watching this video, because it has a code on it that you can scan with your smartphone, which will lead you to a playlist where you'll find this tutorial video and some other things like a collage montage, a video of my collages, and also some videos of my harp music, which you can listen to as you make your collage. So this project grew out of my work at the hospital. There was a weekly activity that I was doing with a group there, and I would play meditative music and supply them with materials for collages so they could collage while they listened to harp music. So we're attempting to recreate that here for you virtually, as well as in a hands-on manner, just because you have the kits. First of all, I want to unpack the kit to show you the parts that you're going to find in the kit. You'll find a canvas board. You will find some Mod Podge, which is sort of like a finishing glue, but it's transparent, that you will put over the whole thing at the end when you're done with the sponge. And there's also the glue stick, and you will find some kitty scissors. So those are the things you will find. Also wanted to point out about the labels here that they have different themes. So this one had a spiritual theme, and we also have nature, and we have uplifting and light, and those are the three categories that we have so far. Hopefully you'll find something you like within those, and we wanted to try to have something for everyone. So I've unpacked the artistic materials as well, and as you can see, you'll find things like you will find patterned paper. This one has like a marbleized pattern on it. Here's some kimono pattern. You'll find magazine cutout pictures. You will find some fabric. You will find, sometimes in the spiritual ones, I put little angels in there, so you might find some angels. You'll find stickers. And you will find also an inspirational saying. So when you see that inspirational saying, and you might find more than one because I wanted to give you options. So you'll find these inspirational sayings, and you may have to cut them out so that they look more like this down here, or in any way that would help them to fit into your design that you come up with. Now, you may not want to use an inspirational saying, and that is also fine. There aren't really any rules here. These are just helpful suggestions. So you might see words within the saying that you like, and you just want to put those in, and that's fine too. You can cut them up and put them into your work of art any way that you would like, just as long as it makes you happy. So there's that, and sometimes you'll see little stickers with sayings on them in there, and I also put in some inspiring words or phrases that I find in magazines. So, anything like you might see things like that, and the same thing goes for those things. You can cut them up any way you want and include them in your project. I'm going to just go through how I would go about this, and of course you can come up with your own way too, but I think that it works best to arrange the items on the canvas the way that you like them. So this inspirational saying in this package was, "Not knowing when the dawn will come, I open every door," by Emily Dickinson. So first of all, I see this picture of a dawn, really pretty dawn, and so I'm putting that in there. And I might work on some of my background stuff first, but that's not always the case. Sometimes I switch my backgrounds afterwards, which is really why you want to not glue it down yet. So let's just say I'm putting this marbleized pattern in here, and I'm putting this fabric sample here, but it looks better if I put the dawn over it, so everything can overlap. I just don't want any white showing, but that doesn't mean that you have to do it that way. You can have white showing if you want. Let's see, here's an interesting spiral design with roots. I kind of thought that was neat, and so I'm putting that there. Oh, and there's, in some of them you'll find these translucent or transparent flower stickers, so you can put that over something else and it will show through. So I'm going to put it right there. That's kind of neat. And I'll put my words in here. Not knowing when the dawn will come, I open every door. So let's see what else is in here. Well, here's something I found that was it was a door. So I thought, well, that would be good to put in there. Where can I fit that in? So it's starting to get kind of tight here. You may notice that I gave you too much to fit on one 5x7 canvas board, but that's because I wanted you to have as many options as you could, and to make this really yours, your project, your collage, your expression. And so with those leftovers, you could make a whole other collage in a lot of cases here. So you can use construction paper, you can use just like part of a cardboard box. That's what I did when I started out with collaging. I was using pieces of cardboard before I started buying the canvas. So anyway, let's see, I want to fit this door in here. Well, you could get creative. I mean, you could even cut a little hole there in the middle of it where the door is, so that the rose and the spiral design would show through. There's just endless options. So, and that's why you have the kitty scissors, so you can cut things down the way that you would like. I'm just putting these on here like this, and I kind of want this fabric to show a little bit more, so I'm going to stick that there like that. Okay, so here's a little Buddha. Now, I really drew on all kinds of different faiths in the spiritual category, so some will be quotes from Buddha or Thich Nhat Hanh, or there are some from Jesus, and then some that are from the Bible and more Christian oriented. There are poems from Rumi, so there are really just a lot of different sources, and so you may, before you get too deep into one, just check it. I tried to put the Inspirational Sayings at the front so you could peek and see if it's something that resonates with you or the person that you are doing the collage with. So in this case I have this little Buddha, and I'm going to put him in there. And there's some angels here. I'm putting them in, and a butterfly flying up. It's very symbolic of the spirit. And got another little angel that's watching over things. And you might find thesaurus definitions, dictionary entries, or you might find scripture from the Bible on old parchment paper. And to give kind of a vintage look. And so here this just says awake, awaken, wake up, get up, because it's about the morning and waking up. And so I am putting that there because it's a metaphorical dawn as well as the actual dawn. And then here's some random words that were in here that I put in, like becoming, healing, and inspiration, and I'm just putting those in different places. Maybe I'll put the inspiration up by the butterfly. I don't know, I just feel like it kind of goes there. Maybe becoming might be down here with the Buddha, and healing might go with this angel that's praying. It might go next to the door. It might go over the door. It's the door to healing, anything. So, okay, there's a lot of beautiful things over here on the side left over. So, like, say I'm like, oh, wow, I love the angels, but I can't fit both of them in, but I love this little girl, like, looking up into the sunlight. That's beautiful. I'm just going to put that there. There's a seagull flying in the dawn. Maybe I'll just put that over there. Okay, so, and I'm like, oh, that's too busy. I'll take that out. So that's what I mean. So you just look at it and see how it feels to you. Okay, so just say that I have it the way I want it. Now I'm going to take the glue stick and I'm going to glue everything in place, and then I'm going to take my Mod Podge and my sponge. Now you probably want to squirt some Mod Podge out into a little dish or maybe a cap of a jar so you can dip the sponge in it, and then you can spread it on, like you just go straight across or down, or you can make swirling motions. The thing is, it's going to dry and look transparent. It just finishes the whole thing and kind of pulls it together and preserves it. I've got some of these that are 10 years old that they're not peeling because the Mod Podge really holds it together. So, and if you'd like to see samples of some of my collages, definitely check out that video that's on the playlist of the collage montage. So, I think that's it. I hope that you enjoy this project as much as I enjoyed making these kits for you, and happy collaging.